Hey everyone, Corrie here coming in to record the weekly message for the first week of August. And hard to believe we are in August already, but here we are. And I know I put this in the monthly. I'm like, stop rushing into September. Stop pushing time ahead. You know, I often see people, oh, I can't wait for this and I can't wait for this season. And then in the same breath to go, oh, I'm so sad to see my kids are growing up. I can't, so sad the kids got to return to school. Well, it's like that push and pull kind of energy. And so it's like in this very moment and where we are. So the key to all that I'm being given in this channeled message is about life is a series of experiences. And the past is all experiences. The future are the past are experiences that are now no longer here. The future is possibility of experiences, and everything is in this very moment and in this very time. And there's a real consciousness that exists in this now that really is, if you look at it in such an expanded way, if you can see it through our choices, and every choice and decision we make, there's like 1,000 things that is happening all in that one time. And so it's like the moment we make a choice, all of these pieces and particles move. The minute we say yes, or the minute we put a wish out there, it's like all of these little particles move and all these things happen. And it's all in like split seconds like this. And so 1 second can have 1,000 different particles of energy that are just moving and shifting. And so as we allow ourselves to move into the possibility of experiences, is, you know, in wanting to push ourselves into the next experience, is that we're pushing away a lot of what's happening in this experience, and everything gets so mixed up and mixed together. So there's this mixture of energy. So this week has a whole lot of different elements. So the way I'm seeing it is like, if I look here, this is happening. If I look here, this is happening. And it looks there, something else is happening. So for example, if I were to so for example, me communicating this message and you listening. So as I'm recording it, there's all these different things that are happening. So I'm speaking, my hands are moving, my dog is snoring. There's things that are happening outside. There's things that are happening halfway around the world. There's all of these things happening all in this split second. Now, the moment that we speak about the energy moving into tomorrow, now the thought switches into, oh, I wonder about tomorrow. That's interesting. I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings. So now we get ahead. So now we're moving the energy again. And so there's all this movement that takes place. And so there is some sense of, it feels like an anxious kind of energy. And that energy really truly feels as if it is an expansion of energy. And in this very moment, I'm feeling exhausted. And so there's an exhaustion that comes when we don't realize how much energy is being expelled in each and every moment, each and every experience, each and every time. So what am I here to experience? And what do I really truly need to experience? What do I need to experience? What do I want to experience? And what is this experience that I'm in right now? What am I discounting? What am I missing? What am I not seeing in this experience? And what am I ignoring? Or what am I pushing beyond? So in the moment that you spend posting a whole message to all your friends about fall coming, you may be missing the moment that you have in the sun and the sunshine with your children, who's running around you and having fun, not just your children, but your friends or your people, because you're reminiscing about what's to come and you're not in that moment. You're already out of that moment and you're already gone. So you're already like expelling energy everywhere. Whereas then when you get there, you say, oh, I really miss summer. I really wish we had more time to do this. I really wish we had more time to do that. But yet you had more time. You didn't use the time. You didn't take advantage of the time that you had. You wished for something else. So you moved on. Well, in that moment, so in those experiences and in those moments, and every chance that you got to be in that now, What are you going to do with them? What are you going to do with that now? What will you do with that moment that you're given in that time? And how will you use it for the highest good of you being able to collect and gather beautiful experiences and be able to then extract all of the little nuggets? Because it's amazing in 5 minutes what you can experience in life. Look at how much we can do in 5 minutes if we stay focused, if we bring ourselves in and stay connected to ourselves and not be disassociated, not be disconnected, not be lost in everything else. What can I do in this moment and what can happen in this moment? So there's a lot of like ping-pongy energy, and I'm like, whoa, everyone just get back into this moment. So I want you to really pay attention to that this week. Really pay attention to how much, when you're sitting down and you're in an experience that you want it so bad. Let's just say, for example, you wanted to get to the beach. So you wanted to get to the beach because you wanted to go swimming. You wanted to be in the sunshine. You wanted more time with your kids. You wanted more time with your friends. You wanted an evening out. You wanted a nice dinner. But while you're in that nice dinner out, you're looking around at what everyone else is doing, or you're in your phone, or you're complaining, or you're in another conversation. Now look at being at the beach. Now that you're at the beach, look at being at the beach. Now, here you are right in the now of what you wanted, and you're in the present moment of it. And while you're at the beach, here's your chance to swim. Here's your chance to do this. Here's your chance to do that. But what else are you doing? What are you doing that robs you of the experiences of being able to fully embody that experience because your thoughts are somewhere else? Your energy, you're trying to put energy into something that does not yet exist. You're trying to put energy, or you're placing energy into something that's not even here yet, that hasn't even arrived. So no experience of that time has arrived. You may never get the opportunity to put on those Uggs because it might stay 35 degrees till October. Sorry, I had to, and I love my Uggs, don't get me wrong. But it's that energy, and that's what it's trying to show me, is that here we are in all of these nows that we really want to experience, that we can be a change, or that we can be the impact of what we want to experience. We can feel it, we can bring it together, but yet here we are taken, because we have free will. We want something, but then we're so busy. And so you hear a child go, mom, 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 what are you doing? Mom, come here. And I'm just as guilty as anyone else. But it's like, here's our opportunity. Here's our moment. We wanted it. We get it. And then we waste part of it. We don't embody all of that experience. We don't really take it all in. So the same thing happens when we are in the power of divine energy. So when we're in the power of divine energy, or when we're in those moments, those experiences that you want so bad, it's like you're thinking, this is not enough for me. Show me more. How come I can't see this? How come somebody else can see this? And how come somebody else can do that and I can't? Well, this is not fair. I wanted something more. This is not the experience that I wanted. Satisfaction. When will we ever just be able to live in the and the wows of those nows and embrace those moments? Because when we spread that energy, it's spreading out everywhere. And so this is where it then connects into our emotions, and we get disappointment. We're never satisfied, and we're always looking to fill up on something more. That's what's in this energy this week. It's everywhere in this energy this week. It's like, oh, so, you get an opportunity to spend it with people you love, but your thoughts are into what you need to do, or what is to happen, or what am I doing wrong, or what's somebody else doing? Oh, I better peek at this. I better peek at that. Really? Because every time you go to peek, you're out of your experience. You're out of your experience. So we want these experiences, but yet we're not in those experiences. We're only partially in those experiences. And then when we go to repeat it or tell ourselves, we'll tell about how great it is. And I would say, I wish I had more time for it. I wish I had. It's like, you had the opportunity, you had the experience, but where were you? But where were you? And so the whole world is in that sense of distraction. There is a lot of distraction. There is a lot of negativity. There's a lot of things that are pushing energy everywhere and getting lost. And we're really seeing it in things like even the Olympics. Like we get bits and pieces. So we see this happening and this beautiful experience, and someone wins a gold medal, and then poof, we're out of that and we're on to something else. It's like we can't celebrate, you can't enjoy, you can't be a part of it because there's something else happening. And I'm same thing, you know, it's like I fell out of my center a little bit, and I've had to really pull myself back in because of some of the things that were happening. And I'm recognizing it in myself of like, whoa, where are you? And it's because all of the energy, and because we are like so disconnected, and we are out there kind of lost, and we are forgetting about the power of what it means to really truly be consciously aware of our experience, of our moments and our experiences, and where we are when those experiences arrive. So where are you when those experiences arrive? What else do you have happening when those experiences arrive? What else is going on? Because, you know, we are only on August the 2nd, right? This is just August the 2nd. So if I know, this is one thing I know I did this morning, and I channeled this message this morning, so I should have been able to stay in it, but I'm looking at the weather and it's absolutely beautiful out. It's gorgeous out. And I really want to be able to enjoy as much of today when I got time, when my time is there, that I can go sit outside and be able to enjoy this beautiful weather. And now next week, my experience next week will be on Monday. I'm on a plane. And I'm flying back home to Newfoundland. I'm not even in Newfoundland yet, but yet I'm looking at the weather to see what it's going to be like. So I can, and then I'm already creating an emotional response to how my experience in Newfoundland will not be as great, because this week is hot there. This week is warm there, but it's going to be a few degrees less. So my experience, I'm not going to have the same experience. And I had to really stop. And it was as if spirit was showing me, really revealing to me what I was doing and how I was jumping ahead, and how we're all doing that. We're all looking at something and we're not seeing a whole truth because it's not there yet, or it's an experience that's already happened. And now we're seeing the after effects of the experience. So we're getting bits and pieces of information. We're getting half truth here and a half truth there and a bit of truth there. And so all of these experiences have all of these particles of truth. And what really happened in those experiences is now a past, it's a non-existent, but everything that's alive is all of the excitement or anger or resentment or fear or guilt or shame or happiness or joy or whatever it is that's coming from that experience. And then it's spreading like a virus that becomes a virus to the mind. And so we have this virusy energy that is spreading, and it can be a good thing. It can be something, we can have something really good, or it can be a virus that really truly breaks us down farther than what we are. And sometimes these experiences are created so that we can raise the energy, so that we can raise our vibration, so that when we do dip into the low, is that we have the energy to get through the low. But we are so consumed and so mixed up in being so far out here that we're not in the now, and that everything is happening out here. And when we're in the now, when we're in the experience, because everything is about experience, and what changes our experiences is our thought. What intercepts our experiences, what creates the experience, what brings us into the experience, what makes it enjoyable or not enjoyable, is our own thoughts. And so we want something and we get it, and when we're in it, what do we do with it? What do we do with it? And so we have so much scattered energy right now, scattered pieces of information, deleted information, information that's been tampered with, right? It gets tampered with, it's contaminated. It's contaminated with people's thoughts, opinions, and beliefs and their values. And then it gets all mixed up. And then how do we know a real truth? How do we ever know a real truth? And so we get the same way in our nows and our experiences. How do we enjoy that experience when we've already contaminated the experience that we're in and the presence of the now to have everything we want to fill our hearts or to fill our lives with what propels us forward or helps us move forward is that we're already creating a narrative of what we want to happen next or what's coming ahead. And that's not manifestation. It's like, that's us and our sense of never being satisfied because we're always feeding the hunger ghost. We're always feeding the shadow. And we exist in a world that's so filled with the hungry ghost, the shadow energy, the shady shadowness of that self. And that we lose our connection to our truest version of ourselves. So this week is about us coming back into ourselves, about us being very aware of the things that we do, the thoughts that happen, how we can have an opportunity to heal, but we destroy it with our own thoughts, how we can have a beautiful experience, but we get caught in something else, how we jump on those bandwagons very quickly without looking at everything first, how we create a fear story. We create something that hasn't happened, and we create a whole narrative of fear in our lives that we cause ourselves angst and anxiety, and we miss out on the fact that it hasn't even, we don't even connect to the fact that it hasn't even happened yet, because we've already got it happening. We've already got the next thing happening. So the next thing is already happening. We're moved on to the next thing before we're even done. And it's exhausting, and it's an exhausting energy. And it's an energy that's what we're saying this week to really, truly pay attention to, because we're forgetting and we're missing the power of the now and the love and the light of the now and the beautiful radiance of colorful energy, and how these moments and these experiences can color our life in beautiful, radiant, beautiful, bright colors, or it can color our lives in a lot of dullness, gray. It can leave us missing out on seeing the beauty and the awe in our now, and missing the beauty and awe in the moments of creating experiences that include having beautiful relationships with the people that we have around us or with our own selves. So that's what I have for you this week. And I hope this connects with you, and it resonates with you, and that you really truly pay attention to what you're doing in each and every moment. That's just like poof. It's like grabbing onto something that you're looking at that's so beautiful, and you got all this beautiful little fairy dust in your hands, and you go, and you blow it all away, and then you're like, where'd my fairy dust go? Your fairy dust was in your hands, you blew it away. You pushed it out, you took away from that moment, that experience, and then you don't have no fairy dust. Your fairy dust is in your naps. That's what I got. If you would love to join me, or if you'd like to join me for the Lionsgate Activation and Healing Circle, it is happening this Sunday, August the 4th. So you could be watching this anytime, but on August the 4th at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, you can sign up on the website. I think it's like $44 for 2 hours that you get to hang out with me, that you get to be a part of the beautiful healing circle meditation, some journaling, setting some intentions. This 8-8, all the 8-8s is such a beautiful, powerful time that brings in abundance and helps us grow and evolve in beautiful ways. I never miss them, but I'll be away on this one, so I want to do it a little bit early, but we're already in the energy. So we're already in the energy of the 8-8. It's already happening. We're already experiencing it, and it will continue after the 8-8, because then it continues for at least another week after the Lionsgate energy is still there. It's all in the movement of the stars, and it's and Sirius. And so and we're in Leo season. And on the 4th is also the new moon. So you get a double experience, because we'll also be doing the new moon included in there as well. So, and it's recorded for those who just want to purchase the recording for after. If you can't make it to the live, it is online, and it is interactive. So if you purchase, you will get the recording. You can go back and do it again and again if you feel like it. That's what I have for you. I send you so much love. Go check out the rest of my stuff on my books and my cards and all of those things that are on my website, CorrieThorne-Cameron.com. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Much love.